The Chit Chat Show. Chit Chat Show. Chit and chat like there's no tomorrow. I'm your host, Favorite Flav. What's up? I'm yapping, no capping, that's real. Tune in, settle in, let's grill. Chit Chatters, yeah, that's you. Hi everybody, welcome to the Chit Chat Show, where chit and chat like there's no tomorrow. I'm your hostess of the mostest, Favorite Flav, and we are back again with another episode. If you're new, welcome. If not, you know what it is. Welcome back, and I am super duper excited as usual. And yeah, I really hope everyone is doing okay. I hope you guys are doing well. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification. And what else is there to do? And follow the Instagram page. Just do it. Do it all. Do it all. Stay updated. Stay, up to date. Because who knows? You might never know. I might never even know. Just yeah, you get the deal. You get the deal. Y'all, what a week it's been. What a week it has been. Matter of fact, what a month. What a year. What a year it's been. 2026, and we're not even halfway through the year yet. 2026, and we're not even halfway through the year yet. What is going on? But sometimes all you can do is just laugh. I don't know what else is there to do, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. It's been a crazy week for me. Like, crazy past couple of weeks. Crazy year. Let's say that. It's been a crazy year for me, to be honest. And yeah, sure, I still gotta go to work tomorrow. It's so crazy it is to be an adult, to be honest. Like, you really could be going through it all. You could be on your deathbed. And you still gotta go to work tomorrow. What type of life is this? I never signed up. Yet I gotta do it. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I'm going on a trip this weekend. I'm leaving this weekend, honestly. And why is it that the things getting prepared for the trip, the things you gotta do to prepare for this trip, you know what I mean? Why is there more money than the trip alone, than the trip itself? How is it that a preparation for a trip is more money than the trip itself? More money than the flight, more money than the destination, more freaking moolah. I can never get it. Y'all, I didn't want to get into how much I spent this past couple of weeks, to be honest, but yeah. Especially being a woman, everything is really just times two. I feel like with men, y'all just gotta worry about your haircut and your clothes and keep it pushing. Haircut, clothes, keep it pushing. Y'all, let me tell you guys what I've done already. So, this hair, right, period, cute, little flip over, you know what I mean? I got the headband on right now, but yeah, ginger, I had to get the ginger, y'all. For me to even get this color, it took me three trips to Sally's to get it to come together. And if you know Sally's is not expensive. It all adds up. Everything adds up. Cool. You gotta get your hair done. You gotta do maintenance, right? maintenance, right? Cool. Gotta think about hair, about the clothes you're gonna wear, you know. Like if you wax, you gotta go wax me. I don't. That's yeah. You know, nails. I literally just got my nails done today. This is so cute, y'all. Let me put you on. Let me put my ladies on, guys. If you're someone who actually don't like acrylics like me, I can't do acrylics. Like, and that's honestly part of the reason. Like, that's honestly part of the reason why I haven't even been. I never really get my nails done because like I can't stand acrylics. It's like my nail beds always turn to ish every time, you know what I mean? So cool. I got put onto Beauty's Gel, so now I'm putting you on. Yeah, Beauty's Gel is tea. Like if you know I have long nails, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna really look like you got like acrylics for it. But me, I don't. We're just going with my regular nails, what it is right now, the length it is right now, and then it's just gonna grow. But guys, well, if you're watching the video, you're gonna see the nails. If not, you know, just but these are cute. It is low key giving Christmas, but it's cute. You know, look at the brown, green, and gold. You know, I love the color combo. You know, I was really just gonna get like you know, I was really just gonna get like a French tips, like give a pushing basic. But I'm like, I don't get my nails done enough, so might as well go big or go freaking home. And I did. I know. I think this is cute. I'm not gonna lie. I was stressing Shorty out. Like we were both stressed. Like, but you know, she did her thing. Um, she did her thing. Shout out Cindy. You know, that's mine. Tap in with her, guys. And it's called, her thing is called All Heart Beauty. Yeah. Let me put you guys on. This isn't sponsored, guys. I'm really just putting you on. But one day I'm gonna get sponsored by somebody. Hallelujah. Amen. You gotta put it out there. You know, they be listening. They be listening. I'm telling you, they be listening. But anyways, cool. But yeah, you know, maintenance, you know, get the brows done. But I do like my brows myself and all that stuff. I do my hair myself. Um, yeah, you know, gotta think about the toes. You know, manicure, pedicure. I got my toes done 2 days ago or whatsoever. Guys, so much. And you gotta think about your products, mind you. Especially if you're running out of products, you really gotta like and gain your products. Like, gotta think about soap, face soap. You know, get the travel size things and all of that. Yeah, even talking about it's making my head hurt. Or maybe it's the glasses. But either way, my head is hurting. Talking about it's making my head hurt. But yeah, guys, the preparation for the trip is more expensive than the trip itself. And y'all, I'm still waiting for my Chit package. And mind you, I'm going down to Mass tomorrow. Like, but my package isn't here. They're talking about today by 9 p.m. It's 10. Hopefully, I see it tomorrow. Hopefully, it comes out while I'm at work tomorrow. To be honest, like, because yeah, it's like, don't get me wrong. It's like I could make it work with the clothes that I got, you know, but I don't want to. I want the clothes that I bought. You know, like I got some nice pieces in there. Like, and then and if it comes in late, before I even like use them, it has to be full blown summer or something like that. And I'm not liking that, guys. See, my head is hurting. But cool, I'm really in my car right now. My car is not tinted at all. So like, if somebody really might just like see me and wonder what is this girl doing. Oh, the door is locked. Gotta make sure again. Yo, I feel like I'm really in I feel like I'm in I don't want to say error because like, but I'm really in the state of mind where I don't care, can't care, I shouldn't care. But I'm not saying that like with everything, I'm really saying like when it comes to really just experiencing life, like I don't really care about what eyes are wondering, looking. Look if you want. I'll still do me, you know? Like, but yeah, I really feel like I'm in a thing where it's like I don't care, and it's like I don't really care how people view or see me. Obviously, like people would say perception is everything, but like at the end of the day, people will view you how they want to view you, whether it's how you view yourself or not, whether it's the truth or not. People are going to view you how they want to view you. It's really hard for people to get the image that they have of you, right? It's really hard for people to get the image that they have of you out of their mind, regardless of like, the type of person you are becoming or not, you know? Like, it doesn't, you could be this terrible person once upon a time and then be a changed person, and people would still could still see you at that as that bad person. You know what I mean? So it's like, regardless of what it is that you do, people already have a set image in their mind of you, and it's very hard to really like transform that image. You know, so it's really like at a point where it's like, you know, I genuinely feel like as long as you know yourself and you know who you are, right, it shouldn't matter what other people think of you or how people view you. Regardless of whether that's your family, that's your friends, that's your acquaintance, that's your stranger, that's your dog, that's your cat, it doesn't matter. You know? Because they already have a view of you. So it's just like, why would you want to keep up with that view that they have? I feel like I can speak for myself, but even then too, I think this applies to all. But, you know, I genuinely have a lot of personalities. Like, I got a lot going on up here. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I generally have a lot of personalities. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a lot. I'm a lot sometimes. I can acknowledge that. But I have a bunch of personalities and things like that. And different days calls for different things. Obviously, I'm not about, obviously, it's not like who do I want to be today? And then, that one, nah, let's try again. Obviously, it's not that. Like, depending on the type of day I'm having, depending on the type of mood I'm having, depending on weather. You know what I mean? Like, it really, like, So it's just like somebody can meet me and I could be the calmest person ever. Somebody else can meet me, I could be the funniest person ever. You know what I mean? Somebody can meet me and be like, yo, this girl is crazy. She's like kind of tapped in the head. So, there's so many different possibilities of who you could become. And if, you know, you care so much about what people think, you're putting yourself in a box. You're in a box, you know, and it's gonna be hard for you to wanna step out of that box, you know what I mean? Because that's like probably what you're used to. and things like that, it's gonna be hard to want to do something outside of that box because it's just like it's gonna be a new territory or something like that, But it's just like you're putting yourself in a box that people have laid out for you. You don't have to be in that box. You don't have like you being in that box is you choosing to be in that box. And honestly, I feel like being in Maine, it really, forces, you know what I mean? It forces people, especially like being a young adult, you know what I mean? It forces people to be in a box, you know, like especially being, someone that is of an immigrant family, I'm Nigerian, right? Like, or even people around here or whatsoever. It's like your parents have this vision of who they want you to be. And it's sometimes easy to just be like, it's just easy to want to follow that vision that they have for you instead of finding your own vision for yourself. Your friends could, you know, see you in a certain way, and then it's just like I can't do this because people see me like this. They're gonna think I'm crazy or something like that, or something because I'm doing this because like you normally don't do that. But imagine like this is who you've been this whole time, but you're just like scared to take that step because of how people view you. Yeah, I mean, but as long as you know yourself, and I think like if you don't know yourself, you need to get to know yourself, or you will forever be in that box, you know. And like when you are in that box, at least me, you know what I mean. Something I did notice with myself when I was once upon a time in a box is like I'm losing myself bit by bit by bit, each and every day, you know, because I'm in a box, right? Because like I can't be who favor is, you know. Cause and like if you think about it, it's like how would you move forward in a box? You're just I wouldn't say you're going around in circles, but you're going around in squares, you know. At least with a circle, you're going in a circle. But in a box, like in a square, it's like you go up straight, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you think you're going somewhere. Let me take this turn. You're going to have to take the same turn over and over again. And that's a circle in itself. But you're not really going to think that because when you get to a turn, you got to stop, you got to pause, you know what I mean? And then turn. But with a circle, ain't no stopping. It's just there, you know? Um, Yeah, and honestly too, like when you living in a place in Maine, like something that I have noticed, if you really think that I'm wrong, please, please let me know. Correct me, you know. But if you think if you haven't noticed this before, like no, correct me. But then again, everybody's experience is different, But if you genuinely in your heart think I'm capping. I'm just yapping to yap. But anyways, cool. You know, I think like living in a place like Maine, guys, y'all, there's a lot of judgment in the air, whether you agree with it or not. And I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I will look at somebody crazy, but like it's just. But y'all, like but only if they are like, you know. But then again, I look at myself crazy sometimes, so yeah. But y'all, it's like, but no, seriously though, whether you agree with it or not, you know it's true. You just don't want to believe it. Like, and there's a lot of judgment, and it really is hard to even want to go out and step out because it's like, wow, you don't want to see people out there. You're going to see people, you know? It's like, dang, like, what are they going to think if I do this? Does it matter? I know they do think some things. What if they do? What's going to happen? No, generally, what is going to happen? What's the worst that could happen? You know, like sometimes it is hard to go out because it's just like, dang, like sometimes a girl just want to have fun, just want to turn up. It's like imagine you dance on a guy, just to dance on a guy, bro. I'm at a club. What am I supposed to do? I'm not about to be dancing with my girls all night. Don't get me wrong, I can't do that. But like, you know, so cool. You could dance on a guy. Doesn't matter. Any guy. Doesn't matter. You're the birthday. You become the birthday. You become the cake, the song. You become the whole birthday. Oh, try. You become the birthday. But me personally, I'm gonna have a good time. You know, I'm gonna have a good. Don't tell me what a good time. I'm going to have a good time. Like it doesn't matter who's watching, bro. Like it really doesn't matter. And I'm not gonna lie, as someone with a big personality, right? When you live in a state like Maine, in a white, very, 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 very white state like this, right? It's easy, for the light within you to dim, you know, even if it's not all of it, just a little bit, it's going to, you know. And me, I must shine. I will shine to kingdom come. I must shine. Like I feel like I let me dim my light a little bit. You know what I mean? Like even like without even noticing it, right? Without even noticing it, I feel like at some point in time, I really did let me dim my light a little bit, and like I must shine. I'm not letting that happen ever again. Like I'll be light if I want to. I'll run up and down the street if I must. Or just cause. Cause why not? Why not? If I wanna scream. If I wanna scream something, why not? It's just free will. Free will. Y'all, I'm really tapping into my free will. Like free will. Maybe it's a bit scary and I'm not gonna lie, but free will. But no, like legit, like I don't care, right? And I don't care about what these people think or whatever. Because first of all, who are you to judge? Who am I to judge? You know, And something that I've been saying lately is that, like, if you don't pay my bills, I hear me. If you don't pay my bills, I'm probably not gonna care about what you think or how you look at me. You don't pay my bills, you know. Why should I care? I'm a grown woman. Let me be. You know, you're a grown mother. You know what I mean? Like, live your life. And if you think about it too, most of these people that you're around, I'm around, right? They might not be in your life forever. I feel like I'm spinning all over the place. They might not be in your life forever. They might move. You might move. You know what I mean? So do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. You know, you only have one life. So you might as well live it to the fullest. And me, that's really what I'm about right now. Like, I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Regardless of if the funds is there or not, I will live my life to the fullest. Regardless of who's looking or not, I will live my life to the fullest. Not a car just pulling up next to me. I will live my life to the fullest. You get? Thank you. And I genuinely feel like you should live your life to the fullest as well. Everybody needs to live their life to the fullest. You only have one life. People die every day. You only have one life. What are you going to do with that life? Clock it. Lock in. Get it. You know? If you don't get it, then you might as well forget about it. But yeah, they don't pay their bills. But you know, even if they do pay your bills, right? Even if they do pay your bills, right? Let's say it's family or whatever, right? You're still with your family or what's up. Even if they do pay your bills, at the end of the day, it's still your life. They're not breathing the same, like they're not breathing for you. You know what I mean? It's still your life. So you might as well do with it whatever it is you want to do. Obviously be careful, be cautious, you know. But free will. So, and also something you gotta think about, right, is that, like, why are you caring about what these people that don't even know who you truly are at the core, you know? Why do you care about their opinions? It's like they don't know you. They don't know who you are. It's simple as that. They don't know you. And like, if you truly accept yourself, right? Well, first of all, nobody can accept you if you yourself don't accept yourself first, right? But like, if they don't know who you are now, right? If they don't even know who you are now, how is it that they're gonna be able to accept the person that you want to become in the future? You know, and even if they don't accept you, right? Like, are you yourself not even tired of having to keep up with like an image? It's draining. Obviously there's a time and place for everything, right? But yo, like, it's draining. It really is draining to be just this person that everybody sees. It's draining. And I've been drained before. All because I wanna please these people. You know, all because I wanna make this. You can't make anybody happy. Everybody's in charge of their own happiness. Everybody's in charge of their own happiness, you know. No matter how much you could do for somebody, you know what I mean? Everybody is in charge of their own happiness. Like, it's a lot of pressure, y'all, you know. And I'm like, nah, imagine you want to do something that's like, to them, it's out of the ordinary, right? But to you yourself, deep down, you know it's not ordinary. You know this is regular. This is ordinary to you, you know. But like to the outside of the box, they would think this is so unregular of you. But you yourself, you know, this is me. You just don't know it. Like, yeah, man. Like, if you if you're scared to let people know who you are, then that just means that like you don't fully accept yourself and you're scared of rejection, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, if they reject you, rejoice. My mom always said, praising the Lord, praising the Lord. If they don't accept you, they reject you, rejoice. You know, that's one wall down, you know, one corner down. But yeah, let's be for real. Let's just be for real. Tell me why. I went to the movies the other day, right? I went to see the drama, the movie with Zendaya in it, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie. The trailer did not give anything out. I love when trailers don't give anything out. And a movie that did that for me was Sinners. You know, didn't the trailer did not give ish out. You know, and I think that was the same for the drama. Cause y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Yeah, and that was a funny. That was a funny. That was a funny. That was a funny movie to be honest. And like I've been like looking at Twitter too as well, you know, and then people like, who started it? Who like started it? And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I think Rachel started it. And people think that she let that kid die for real. You know, because her story wasn't really adding up. First she's like, I don't know what happened after that. You know what I mean? Then it's like, oh no, there was a whole search party thing. Well, if you haven't watched it, might as well skip this. Skip this part. I think Rachel started because first of all, it was her idea. She was pulling, you know, her husband's leg. I said like, no, tell your story. You know, it's like the most craziest thing you've ever done or whatever. You know what I mean? Cool, cool. Yeah, win, and now it's time for Shorty's thing. You know what I mean? And but yeah, Rachel did it. They overreacted everything to be honest. Because I'm not gonna lie. Okay, cool. She thought about, you know, and I feel like they didn't really try to understand her. They just went straight to judging her. And mind you, all of them already did terrible stuff, so they're the last person to judge. You know, they're the last person to judge. And then it's just like the main characters in there, right? She was really showing a lot of empathy, to be honest. Like, but nobody, like, she was given chances, but nobody's really giving her chances to as well. And like the man she's about to marry, like, then I'm not even about, you know, I'm not even gonna get into it. It just pissed me off. But it was a good movie though. It's a really good movie, yeah. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. To be honest, it was a good movie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love being a woman, but at the same time, it's so hard. It's so. I'm gonna sleep. It's so hard. It's so frustrating. It really is like, yeah. And I feel like being a woman, it comes with so much rules. It comes with so much rules, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not even gonna lie, being a big chested girly, it adds more rules. Oh, y'all, being a big chested girly is not for the weak. Yeah, it's not for the weak. Because, like, I was actually even talking with my friends the other day about this too. It's just like, when you're big chested, right, it's hard to wear clothes that, like, fit you, right? Because when you wear clothes that fit you, you know, or it's snug or whatever, or it's really just fitted, right? Obviously, the chest is gonna be, you know, popped out a bit more. It's gonna be like exaggerated a little bit, right? But it's not even like you're doing it on purpose, right? It's just, if it fits, it fits, right? That's how it should be. But no, it's just like when you wear something that's even like just fitted, right? People would think that, oh, you're just trying to show that you got a big chest. You're doing too much. You know what I mean? Like, people make it seem like you're you're doing it on purpose. Like, but no, this is just a shit that fits. You know? And it gets to a point, especially like growing up, it's like now I have to wear baggy tees and baggy clothes all over, you know what I mean? And then like I really turned into a tomboy because of that. You know, it felt uncomfortable to wear a shirt that actually fitted me. I don't know, I haven't got this pen. But it felt uncomfortable to wear a shirt that actually fitted, right? Because it's just like, okay, people are gonna get to staring or whatever, and you know, it's like they just sexualize everything, and I don't understand why. Like, everything is just sexual. Like, dang, like, just because I wear a shirt that actually fits, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know, they people looking, it's not my fault. They have eyes, but they can choose not to look, you know? So it just, outfit, just, you have to think about outfits for people, not for yourself. Can you imagine? F no. No, no, no. You know, and I feel like another rule too, right? Like, I was even thinking about this. Is just like, even like if your bra strap is showing, it's a problem. Hey, just because of common bra strap. So you're telling me these men can walk around shirtless, but it's wahala when a bra strap is showing. Are you okay? Are you alright? It's like I have to overthink everything. Like, oh my gosh, now I gotta wear the right bra for this. Now I gotta do this, that, the third. Like, bro, just. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. When people are like, oh, bra strap is showing this, that, the third thing. They're so quick. Any small thing, any small thing as a woman, and it's really so sad, you know. But any small thing as a woman, like, they wanna label you as in a shower. Shower, pompo, polokoto, pompo, polokoto, pa koloba, popo. As I baby, I just want, I should go there, popo. I shower. It's enough. It's like any small thing, you know, you wear for the shirt that fits you. Your bra strap is showing, you know, and they just want to label you, automatically. It's so annoying. Like, it's genuinely so annoying. But like I said, me, hey, I don't care. Look at me, I look at you right back. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm gonna look at you. Look, baby. You be look, baby. Look. You be look, baby. Tell me something. Tell me something. Are you okay in the head? Yeah, exactly. No. And honestly, one more thing too, I'm not even gonna lie, right? Thing too, I feel like as a woman, it's like you have to be like, can you imagine? You have to be considerate when it comes about talking about your menstrual cycle. Like it's not something that's regular. It's like, and mind you, this is something that I find myself doing too. I get on my period. I'm on my cycle, and then like there could be a guy around or whatever, and I'm talking to my friends, and it's like, oh, obviously like when you're on your period, everything, nothing is funny. You know, like when you're pregnant, you're going through the cramps, you're going through the emotions and all that stuff. Yo, it is not nice, it's not pretty. But you're telling me I start to be considerate when it comes about talking about it. And it's just like, tell me not, like, ladies out there, right? Has there ever been a time where it's like you want to talk about, being on your period or somebody asks what's going on, and then you're not even saying it out loud boldly, like, yeah, I'm on my period. Yeah, I'm on my circle. Yeah, I'm bleeding down there. It's like you can't even say it open, like it's not something that happens on a regular basis. Like every woman don't go through it. If not regularly, they still go through it. And then you're telling me I'm about to say I'm on my period, and just like, I'm just feeling cramping. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like you, like whispering it, like I'm just on it because there are guys around, because it makes them more uncomfortable. F that. Yeah, I'm just cramping up. It's just that time of month. It's like what? It's like we're being put in this social construct because that's what it is, and it's all made by men. Because when has it been an issue to deeply, genuinely talk about our periods, our body? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I actually made the decision where I'm really just like, yeah, I'm on my period. Imagine I'm trying to call out of work because I'm on my cycle, but I'm not even like bold enough to say it to my male coworker because it's like that's all I know, not to say it out loud, just like to go through it or whatever, It's like I'm trying to call out and mind you, that's really the only reason I call it a word because like it gets bad sometimes. So imagine I'm just like calling out like, yeah, I'm not feeling good or whatever, you know what I mean? And it feels repetitive, like, it's just like, okay, maybe just go just the one. It's like I'm overthinking it. But no, I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life, and I can't even say what it is that I'm. No, we can't keep living like this. Our women, as a woman, I cannot do it anymore. I cannot keep living like this because I'm getting heated up. I'm gonna turn this heat off. I'm getting heated off. I Yeah, yeah. But anyways, moving on. something that I actually love is when other artists put me on to other artists through their music, right? And I was like, I've just been listening to music this, a couple of days while I'm working, just headphones on, and it's like I'm listening to a song and I'm like, oh, this is good, and it's featuring someone. I love when I listen to a song and I like the song, and then it's being featured by somebody that like I actually don't know, because I'm gonna go look into them, because if they're this good in the future, they gotta be good on their own. You know what I mean? Like, they have to. So I love when like artists put me on to like other artists, and sometimes too, even like in concerts, like the opening acts and things like that, like they be good. Well, at least from what I've seen. Well, I think I've seen like 2 or 3 like opening act where it's like, you just put me on. Like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the first time that happened was like an artist put me on to an artist. It was, I don't know, I wanna say 2019. No, not 2019. No, not 2019, not 2019. I want to say like 2022, maybe. So yeah, a couple years ago, and I was going to see Rod Wave, right? I was going to see Rod Wave, and then the opening act was this girl, this lady, and oh no, the opening act was Mariah the Scientist. Thinking about somebody else. The opening act was Mariah the Scientist, and I heard her voice for the first time live, right? And y'all, she got me. She got me. She was good. And the people I went with too, like they never heard of her, And then like from that one concert, and it wasn't with her concert, from just like me being put, like just me, she got added quick, So I really love when other artists like put me on to like other artists, because like, yeah, pretty great. But anyways, guys, I'm getting tired. It's late. I gotta go edit this and upload it before I get to moving. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you tune in for next week's episode. There's definitely gonna be a guest there. Yeah, and y'all, like, I'm really about to be off the grid. I'm gonna be off the grid for like 5 whole days. No connection, no data, no Wi-Fi. And honestly, I think it's gonna be good, because by the way this year has been, I need to step away. I need to step away for some time. So I'm glad like the trip is even happening now, because like the crazy things that just happened, you know what I mean? So it's just, good that it happened before the trip versus I come back and it's happening. So yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification for the Instagram. Yeah, comment your opinions, comment what you think, and I will see you guys. See you when I see you. Okay, y'all. Bye. Chit Chat Show. Chit Chat Show. Welcome to the Chit Chat. Chit Chat Show. Chit